you for calling MMG about NIH research studies. If you are calling for directions or to reschedule your appointment, please press 1. If you are calling because you are interested in being screened for one of our exciting research studies, please press 2. If you are calling to... Thanks for calling MMG. This is Karen. How may I help you?
Hi, how you doing? My name is Ravi Jones. I was looking online. I heard y'all had some cocaine.
You were looking online. You heard we had some cocaine?
Yeah, cocaine research.
Oh, research. Okay. What has to happen, Mr. Jones, is that you have a 20-minute phone interview that takes place first. And once you do the phone interview, we'll send you information through the computer to find out whether or not you're eligible for our studies.
All right.
So you want to do the 20-minute phone interview?
Oh yeah, I need some cocaine.
Well, it's a research study. It's not to be able to give you cocaine.
I'll do some research.
Okay, before we get started, I need to go through a legal consent form with you.
All right.
I'm going to go through the legal consent form with you first. MMG finds people to participate in research studies at the National Institute of Drug Abuse, or NIDA, and at the National Institute of Alcohol Abuse, or Alcoholism, or NIAAA. I'm responsible for screening people over the phone to see if they may qualify for these studies. The phone interview itself includes questions about your medical history, alcohol use, and drug use. If you have any questions or concerns about the process, you can contact the clinical director, Dr. Marcus Heilig, at 301-402-2721. You agree to participate?
Yeah, I want to do this.
May I have your date of birth?
It is 8/17/64.
August 17th, 1964.
Yes, ma'am.
May I have your last name?
Jones?
You said Jones?
Yes, ma'am.
And may I have your first name?
Ravi. R-A-V-I.
R-A-V-I.
And you say this is confidential? I don't need Mr. Parker knowing I do cocaine.
Repeat that.
This is confidential. I don't need Mr. Parker knowing I do cocaine.
Mr. Parker, okay. Mr. Jones, what's your middle initial?
I don't have one.
Okay. May I have your street address?
It's 10 Boulevard.
What's the name of the street again?
Boulevard.
Can you spell it for me? Okay, Boulevard. And where is that located? Spell it for me.
L-E.
L-E. And where?
That's in Pennsylvania.
In PA?
Yes, ma'am.
And what is the zip code?
19.
And is that a house or apartment?
It's an apartment. I'm on the first floor.
Is there apartment number?
B.
Mr. Jones, what's your race?
I am mixed. I am African American and white.
Do you have any Hispanic or Latino descent?
No, I do not.
What's the highest level of education?
7th grade.
What's your height, sir?
I'm 6'4".
And what's your weight?
I weigh 190 pounds.
May I have the last 4 of your social?
3'5".
Are you right-handed or left-handed?
I got both hands.
Which one do you favor? Do you write with?
Right.
And what is a current number that you can be reached at?
It is 267-225.
267-225.
Yes, ma'am.
So how did you hear about NIDA research?
My friend, he told me on the internet.
Do you know what study he was looking at?
Excuse me?
What they talked about? What did it talk about? You said you saw it on the internet?
Yeah, my friend told me, he gave me the number, told me to call, something about cocaine research.
Okay. Those are the friends. Is your friend, is he a former participant with NIDA?
I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. And what is your friend's name?
I would rather not say.
That's fine.
I like confidentiality.
That's fine. So you're 48 years old?
Yes, ma'am. I'm going to be 49 soon.
Mm-hmm. Are you currently employed?
No, I am not.
Do you have a valid picture ID?
Yes, I do.
And what studies are you interested in?
Excuse me?
What study are you interested in?
The cocaine, the research.
Okay. Are you interested in inpatient, outpatient, or either?
The outpatient. I'm not trying to stay in no hospital.
Are you available during the day?
I'm always available.
Evenings and weekends?
Yes, ma'am. I'm not employed, therefore I am always available.
Have you ever participated in a research study where you were given an investigational drug?
No, I was not.
In the last 3 months, have you ever participated in a study in which there were blood draws? Their blood was taken.
I don't like no needles.
Do you have any trouble reading?
Nope.
Are you a smoker?
I like my Newport.
Okay, are you thinking about quitting?
I don't know. I can't be like this all my life.
Are you currently attempting to quit smoking? Or have you recently received any treatment to help you in quitting?
No, I have not.
And if you were thinking about quitting, would it be within the next 3 months, 3 to 6 months, or beyond 6 months? Or you're not sure?
I'm very unsure at the present time.
So are you interested in a smoking study itself? A study to help you to stop smoking?
Do I get free cigarettes?
No, you do not.
Then no, thank you.
Have you ever been in drug or alcohol treatment?
No, ma'am.
Are you currently in drug or alcohol treatment?
No, I am not.
Do you have any major legal problems like court dates, trials pending, parole, or probation?
Nope.
As a result of a head injury, have you ever had a loss of consciousness, concussion, skull fracture, or been in a coma?
I bumped my head once or twice, but that's about it.
Were you in a concussion or out of consciousness?
No.
Okay. Have you ever been diagnosed with any of the following medical problems? Have you ever been diagnosed with seizures?
No.
Diabetes?
Nope.
High blood pressure?
Sometimes when my pressure's high.
Have you been diagnosed with it? Did a doctor diagnose you with high blood pressure?
No.
Have you ever been diagnosed with breathing or lung problems like asthma?
No, I have not.
Liver or kidney disease?
At least not at the present time. I do like my beer.
Have you been diagnosed with migraines?
Nope.
Any heart attack or heart disease?
No, ma'am.
Any thyroid problems?
No.
Have you ever been diagnosed with HIV?
Nope. Like I said, I stay away from the needles.
Stroke?
Nope.
Cancer?
No.
And have you ever had a gastric bypass?
No, I have not. I've been thin all my life.
Do you have any other medical problems that I did not mention?
Not at all.
Are you taking any other medications, including prescriptions, over-the-counter medications, vitamins, herbs, sleep aids, for any medical reason?
Nope. I just like my cocaine.
Are you allergic to any medications, food, dog, cats, bee stings, or anything else?
Nope.
Are you willing to take an HIV test for status?
As long as there ain't no needles. I don't like no needles.
Are you receiving now, or have you ever received any psychological treatment?
No, I have not.
Have you ever been diagnosed with depression?
Nope.
Anxiety?
No.
ADHD?
No, I have a clean bill of health.
Bipolar?
Nope.
Schizophrenia?
No, ma'am.
And do you have any eating disorders like binge eating or bulimia?
Not at all.
Any other diagnoses or treatments as general or family counseling?
No, I don't have a family. I'm a single man.
Have you ever been diagnosed with a learning disabilities, special education, or dyslexia?
No, I dropped out of school way too early for any of that shit.
Okay. How have you ever dieted to try and lose weight or manage your weight?
No, cocaine's a hell of a drug. That shit keep me thin.
You feel you give too much time to food or eating?
Excuse me?
Do you feel that you give too much time to food and eating?
No, I do not. I occupy my time with the cocaine.
In the next section, in the phone interview, I'm going to be asking you about your substance use, both legal and illegal. And I just need to know if you've used any of the substances in your lifetime, even if it was just once. Okay? Do you smoke cigarettes?
Yes, I love my Newport.
And is your Newport menthol or not?
Menthol, Newport Box 100.
When was the last time you had a cigarette?
5 minutes ago.
And how often do you smoke?
5 minutes before that.
How often do you smoke in terms of a period of time? Like when I'm asking you, how often do you smoke daily? Do you smoke weekly? Do you smoke how often do you smoke?
I smoke every day. I smoke a couple times an hour.
And when you smoke every day, how many cigarettes do you smoke in a day?
As many as I can. I love that shit.
So, if you had to break it down to the amount of cigarettes that you smoke a day, how many would it be?
2-pack?
Okay. And how long in your lifetime have you smoked cigarettes?
Ever since I can remember. I was smoking since I was a boy.
So, at what age was that when you started smoking?
6?
So you started smoking at 6?
Yes, ma'am. That's the first time a Newport touched my lips.
Okay. So for 42 years. And how long have you been smoking 2 packs of cigarettes a day?
At least 25 years.
Okay. Ever chew tobacco?
No, that shit nasty. I like to smoke it, not chew it.
You ever smoke cigars?
Just when I roll my blunts.
Do you drink alcohol, beer, wine, or liquor?
I'll drink all 3. Shit, I'll mix them together if I could.
What's the last thing that you drank?
I had a can of Coke 45 about an hour ago.
And when you drink Coke 45, how often do you drink it?
Probably about a 6-pack a day. That's on a slow day.
And with the 6-pack a day, is it a 6-pack, a 12-ounce, 22-ounce? What size beer is it?
I love me them double deuces, baby.
Okay. Okay. And how long in your lifetime have you been drinking beer? How have you been drinking alcohol?
I mean, when I was younger, my mama and daddy didn't like me to drink, but I've been sipping them beers since I was probably 7. You know, my mama, she be like, go get me a beer. And I pop that bitch open and take a sip.
Uh-huh. So, since you were 7, for 41 years. And how long have you been drinking that amount?
Just a sip or a 6-pack?
No, the amount of beer that you were drinking. You were drinking 12 beers daily. How long have you been drinking that?
Shit, probably about at least 25 years.
You ever use marijuana?
Oh, yeah, I love that shit.
When's the last time you used marijuana?
Probably about 10 minutes before I called you. Shit, I'm high as fuck right now.
And when you're smoking marijuana, how often do you smoke it?
Probably about once an hour.
And when you're smoking marijuana, do you smoke joints?
I roll that shit up in a blunt. I love my blunts.
And how many blunts do you smoke in a day?
Shit, 12, 13, whatever I can get. The economy's fucking my blunts up.
Mm-hmm. And how long in your life have you smoked marijuana?
Shit, I've been doing that since I started smoking cigarettes.
Same amount of time when you were 6?
Yes, ma'am.
And how long have you been smoking 12 blunts a day?
Probably about 25 years. They all coincided.
In your lifetime, have you ever used any kind of sleeping pills like Ambien, Benadryl, Lunesta, Tylenol, PM, Trazodone, Nitol?
Nah, I just like a little NyQuil here and there.
And when's the last time you used NyQuil?
Probably last night before I went to bed.
And when you take NyQuil, how often are you using NyQuil?
Couple times a week.
How many times a week?
4, maybe 5.
Closer to 4, closer to 5.
All the cocaine makes me not sleep.
But with the night, are you taking it 4 times a week or 5 times a week?
It depends. Sometimes 4, sometimes 5.
But if you had to make a decision as to which one it would it be 4 times a week or would it be 5 times a week?
Probably 5.
Okay. And when you take the NyQuil, how many cups of NyQuil do you take at a time?
I drink as much as I can. I drink until I pass the fuck out. I don't like the taste, so, I try and limit myself.
Okay. How long in your lifetime have you been using Nitol?
Probably about 10 years.
You said 10 years?
Yes, ma'am.
And how long have you been actually using that amount of Nitol 5 times a week?
I built up a tolerance over the years, so probably about 5 years.
Okay. Have you ever used in your lifetime downers like Valium, Xanax, Klonopin, Levian, Ativan?
Oh, I love me some Xanax.
And the Xanax, was it prescribed?
Hell no, I ain't depressed.
When's the last time you taken Xanax?
Probably about an hour ago.
And when you take Xanax, how often do you take it?
Not as often as my NyQuil. Probably maybe 3 or 4 days a week. I'll say 4.
Okay, thank you. And when you're taking your Xanax, how many pills do you take in a setting?
Probably just 2.
And
I eat any more than that, I pass the fuck out.
how long in your lifetime have you taken Xanax?
Shit, I've been taking that all my life.
Well, you are 48, so how long in your lifetime have you been taking Xanax?
At least 40 years.
Okay. And how long have you been taking 2 pills 4 times a week?
Probably about 40 years.
Cocaine. When's the last time you used cocaine?
2 minutes ago. Can you hold on for a second? I'm gonna do it right now.
Sure. Got a question for you.
Yeah.
My question to you is, with your method of use, do you snort it, smoke it, or use it IV?
I like to put that shit in my nose.
How often do you use cocaine?
As much as possible.
If you had to break it down to a time frame, how often do you use cocaine?
At least 17 times a day.
And in terms of money value, how much money would you spend on cocaine?
All of it.
If you had to break it into a dollar amount, what would it be?
At least $100 a day. Shit ain't cheap.
And how long in your lifetime have you used cocaine?
I was introduced at about 13.
And how long have you been using $100 a day?
At least 10 years.
Okay.
I got a settlement back in the day. I'm still working off of that shit.
In your lifetime, have you used methamphetamines?
Yes?
When's the last time you used methamphetamines?
Probably about 5 years ago. I don't like it as much as my cocaine. That should be fucking them white people up.
And when you were using methamphetamines, what was your method of usage? Did you use it orally? Did you smoke it? Did you snort it? Or did you use it intravenously?
Oh, I put that shit right up my nose. I don't like them needles.
And how often did you use methamphetamine?
Not very often. It was not my preferred drug.
So if you had to break it down into a time frame, what would it be?
Maybe once a month.
And in dollar amount? I'm sorry. You said once a month, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And were you with the methamphetamines, were you using pills or grams?
It was white shit. I just put it up my nose.
And how many grams was it?
I don't know.
If you had to come up with a number and the estimation in terms of a number, how many grams did you think that you were using?
3, 4? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to measure that shit.
And how long in your lifetime have you used methamphetamines?
It was a very short period. Maybe over about a year.
At the same level?
About once a month, like I was saying. About once a month, like I was saying.
Okay. In your lifetime, have you ever used any uppers like speed or amphetamines?
Hell yeah, I love my cocaine.
Uppers in reference to not the cocaine, but in reference to speed or any other amphetamines. I know you use the cocaine. I've already done that. But have you ever used any speed or amphetamines?
I don't believe so.
How about any opiate pain pills like Percocet, Percodan, Foxidin?
I love me some Percocet.
And with the Percocet, was it prescribed?
Hell no.
So it was illicit. Okay, when's the last time you used Percocet?
Probably maybe 2 days ago. I got me a couple 30 milligram pills. Put that bitches right up my asshole.
You said 30 milligrams?
Yes, ma'am. That's just one pill. I took 2.
And how often do you take Percocet?
3 days a week. If I can't get my cocaine, I love me some perk.
So you were taking 30 milligrams of Percocet.
60.
60 milligrams of Percocet 3 days a week, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And how long in your lifetime have you taken Percocet?
Shit, I've been taking that ever since I was breaking my arm when I was 10.
You said that you were 10?
Yeah. I broke my arm. Doctor told me to take that Percocet.
So when you broke your arm and started taking Percocet, it was prescribed to you.
Yeah, then it was.
But when you took it on 2 days ago, it was not prescribed, it was illicit.
Hell yeah. I had to go buy that shit.
How long have you been taking Percocet 3 times a week at 60 milligrams a day?
I ain't never stopped since I was 10.
Okay. Any use of methadone?
No.
Buprenorphine or Suboxone?
I don't even know what that shit is.
Heroin?
I did heroin a couple times. I put it up my nose. Because, you know, I don't like them needles.
When's the last time you used heroin?
Probably about 10, 15 years ago.
Closer to 10 or closer to 15?
Probably closer to 15. That shit make me too sleepy.
So that was in 1998.
That's a long time ago.
And when you were doing heroin, did you snort it, smoke it, or use it intravenously?
I don't like them needles. I put that shit up my nose.
And how often did you use heroin when you were using it?
Probably maybe 3, 4 times a week. I would do my cocaine all day, and then I'd be up all night, and I snort that shit, fall right the fuck asleep.
Were you using heroin 3 times a week or 4 times a week?
Probably maybe 5. Yeah, five times a week.
And in dollar amount, how much money were you spending on heroin?
In a week or a day?
5 times a week, so daily usage.
Probably like $30, $40.
Closer to 30 or closer to 40?
30, I think. I don't remember. I just gave him my money and gave me that shit.
How long in your lifetime have you been using heroin?
Not very long. It was only a span of maybe about 5 years.
And how long at that amount of 5 times a week, using $30 a day when you were using it?
Yes.
How long were you using it at 5 times a week, spending $30 a day? How long? You said in your lifetime you did it for 5 years.
Probably about that 5 years. Over that 5-year expansion, I was probably doing it about 4 or 5 times a week. And it was about $30, $40 a day.
So it was $40 a day. Okay. In your lifetime, have you ever used ecstasy?
Nah, I don't like that shit. That be fucking them white people up.
How about hallucinogens like LSD, acid, mescaline, mushrooms?
You just say S&M?
No, LSD, acid, mescaline, PCP.
Oh, masculine. I'm a very masculine man.
So we're back to asking the question, have you ever used it?
No, I don't like that acid shit.
Have you ever huffed paint, a glue or paint thinner? And used
Nah.
it to inhale it?
I need my nose for other things.
Have you ever used bath salts?
Hell no, that be making them zombie peoples.
How about spice, K2 herbal incense?
No, thank you. I like my weed.
Is there anything that I did not ask you that you have used in your lifetime?
Not that I'm aware of. I like cocaine.
Okay. You said that you're right-handed. You say you favor your right hand. Do you have a claustrophobia? Do you have a fear of enclosed spaces?
Nah.
Do you have any metal in or on your body that's not removable? Rods, pens?
I got some change in my pockets.
No, something that's not removable. Do you have any metal or dental in your mouth, like pins, screws, braces, or gold teeth?
I got some fillings. My teeth got fillings in them.
That's fine.
I can't afford to gold teeth with all the cocaine.
Have you ever worked with metals, like as a welder?
Nah.
Do you have any disorders that would affect you from that will affect your ability to lie on your back for an extended amount of time?
Nope.
Okay. Thank you so much for taking the time to answer my questions. I'm going to place you on hold while the computer reviews your information to see whether or not you qualify for any studies. I want to remind you that we do not tell participants why they do or do not qualify for the study. Can you hold on?
Sure, I don't need Mr. Parker knowing about this shit.
Okay, hold on, please. Mr. Jones?
Yeah.
Hi. Thank you for holding. Based on the information provided, there are no studies available for you right now, but we have studies starting almost every month. If you like, I can keep your information on file and contact you for a study at a later point in time if you're available. If there are studies available, would you like for me to do that?
Yeah, but why can't I get no cocaine?
I'm not in a position to tell you why you did or did not qualify for the study.
All right.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
All right, bye.